welcome to yet again Taft Heritage. I'm your host, Noah Mock, and today we'll be interviewing a senior from the class of 2026. He's obviously involved significantly in human element and so forth. You'll probably know him. You'll probably see him everywhere you go. Welcome, everyone. Juan Garcia.
Hi, guys.
Woo! All right. Now, just to kind of kick things off, really, I want to ask this because I myself am kind of curious.
Okay.
Where did you come up with where it's like that guy or whatever, you know what I mean?
That's a great question. To be honest, I don't know. I like to say a lot of phrases. Like first it was like, yeah, baby, and then now it's just, what a guy, what a stud. I don't know. So every time I talk to people, or if I think they're just cool, or in general, if I just see someone that I don't know, I'll be like, what a guy, what a stud. So that's where it came from.
Yeah, because I remember the first time I ever met him, he was just like, what a guy. And I was like, hey, that dude actually seems pretty nice. And then,
Yeah.
Now, another thing, too, is on top of, talking about human element, how long have you been in human element now? And, when did you begin doing it?
Okay, so I joined Human Element last year, and I'm in it this year, so I'll be 2 years. Some of my friends kind of told me that it was pretty cool, like, oh, go do it, like, you're very outgoing, you like to be involved around school activities, and that was the class for that. So I decided to reach out to Mrs. Heber, and I got accepted into the class, and yeah, now I'm going 2 years strong. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, throughout those 2 years especially, what have you really, done inside of, human element? Have you been included in, really big, projects or?
Yeah, so we each have groups that we rotate every week, and we get in these big old groups. We split the class into groups, and we all rotate, so we're all interacting with each other. And we compose morning announcements for Thursday's show. ASB does Tuesday's show, and then we do a lot of the posters on campus that you see sponsoring games or events or finals. We do all that, and we like to bring up the school spirit. So every now and then you'll see little activities that each group will do, like putting little sticky notes on lockers or going up to random people and just giving them a note of encouragement. So
you guys are just really significant with the advertisement aspect of the school mostly.
Yes, very much.
That's sweet. All right. Now, another thing too, just think of it now, comparing yourself to how you were, because I know you went from other school to school, right? Comparing yourself now to when you were a freshman in other schools and comparing yourself now as a senior, how do you think you developed, how do you think you were back then to now, really?
That's a great question. So believe it or not, I didn't used to be as outgoing because I was very shy. I was always afraid of what people would think and how they would judge me or how that would make me feel. And then my freshman year, I remember the first day, I believe it was Cooper. He was in ASB and he was going around doing interviews. And he walked up to me, he interviewed me real quick, and then from there on, I was kind of like, yeah, this is what I want to do. So from there, I kind of put aside, I don't care what people think. I'd rather make people feel better about themselves. So that's where I started joining all these clubs and being active in school activities.
So for yourself, it was kind of a slow start, and then eventually you kind of got into more of a comfort zone.
Definitely.
And then you started diving way more into just school spirit in general.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so also how do I explain it? How what were your peers like in those other schools, really?
They were very different. Taft it's an honor to be here. A lot of people oh, I don't want to go to Taft. It's a small town. But when you come from outside schools, they don't treat each student as much with respect. They're very limited. They only want to be there for their paycheck, and that shows. They don't pay attention about activities or how the students feel. They just you're on your own. And then coming to Taft, it was complete opposite. It was oh, hi. They actually wanted to get to know you and participate and help you throughout your journey. So that's a big difference.
And how did that shape you, being in those other schools and then compared to now?
I feel like I said, when I was shy, in those other schools, I didn't have the opportunity to open up and just be myself without being judged. So when we came to Taft, it was complete opposite. So all these peers and the staff and all the students, everybody's welcoming and very just be yourself. And that's how I've improved.
That's nice. So
Yeah.
aside from Human Element, like have you done any other like actual clubs? Like I think you made mention of ASB.
Yeah, so I'm in ASB. This is my first year. I wanted to join it last year, but I didn't meet the criteria. I was late on it. So this year I joined, and now I'm head of bulletin. So I do every Tuesday show. We organize it, we come up with the ideas, and then we produce it and send it out to everybody to watch.
Okay, so comparing like now, like you're way more big into the advertisement aspect as like we spoke earlier. So you're the head of the bulletin.
Yeah, I'm head of bulletin. It's me and Andrew Dio. We split. So yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. So another thing too, what was kind of like the worst thing about like this high school, like in that aspect? Okay, like what was the worst thing that you kind of experienced, if that made sense?
Timelines, like getting everything put out on time and edited and making sure that it was a good product.
Deadlines.
Yeah, deadline,
Yeah.
timelines. Yeah, deadlines. The deadlines were for sure the main part that I struggled with because I'm very like, I like to just slowly work up to it so that the product is good. And then when I join these clubs, they're like, okay, you need to have this filmed, and you need to have this done, you need to have this announced, you need to come up with the prop, you need to come up with this.
Kind of has
So,
you on edge.
yeah, so it's very, it feels a
Yeah.
little rushed, but I got used to it.
So, like back to kind of like transitioning from the other schools to like now, was there any like kind of challenges with that? Like, did you really were you like facing any problems whenever you were like going into TUHS?
Not really. I mean, other than the part of me just being not as open, but other than that, not really. It's been pretty welcoming and pretty easy to join TUHS and become a TUHS student.
So it was mostly just kind of internal problems to
Ex-
where now you feel a lot more confident
Exactly.
given the school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know you do baseball. How long have you been involved with baseball?
I've been in baseball all 4 years since my freshman year. Yeah, I went and reached out to Coach Matt Davis, and he's head of varsity. So he put me on, and he was like, just do it. Like, you'll love it. You'll love it. And a lot of people were like, just go ahead and do it. And I've never played baseball in my
So
life.
you're doing it just like this year,
Yeah.
like you're brand new to it?
Well, my freshman year, I was brand new to it. I kind of never touched a baseball. Every now and then I would go out and like hit a ball or play catch, but it was never like I played games. I was never part of a
like
team.
never like
Yeah.
serious.
So my freshman year, I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and sign up. So I followed Matt Davis's, what would I say? How would I say this? His like encouragement. And I went out and tried out, and I got put on Frosh my freshman year. And then throughout that year, I got moved up to JV for one of their tournaments. And then the next year, I was on JV. And then from there, at the end of the year, I got brought up to varsity for one of their tournaments. And then last year, I was on varsity, and then this year as well. So yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
So you were like, at the beginning, you were kind of just like, just playing baseball for more of like a fun thing. And then eventually like Davis kind of like, hey, like you should really try it out. I think this would be like fun for you.
Yeah, it was definitely that. Because at my other schools, I played co-ed basketball and co-ed soccer, but they didn't have a baseball team. So I always wanted to play baseball. I'm a big baseball fan. I go to all like the Dodger games, a lot of baseball games just throughout when we're traveling. So yeah, so he definitely put me on. And then from there, I've just continued to play. It's very fun.
That's nice. So other than baseball, have you really done anything else other than baseball, or has baseball been like your only focus really?
It's mainly baseball. I played football last year. I tried it out for a season because I like watching football. I never played it. I was like, let me just try it out. Why not? So I tried it out. It was a pretty good season, but a lot of the people that I knew are not there anymore. So I decided not to and just stick to baseball.
Yeah. So another thing too, because I'm gonna go back to like kind of the whole idea of organizations. I know you're involved with like hosting and all that, and of course, Human Element, like I said.
Yeah.
Like, and you said yourself that your friend Cooper kind of like eased you into it. Was there anything else that kind of compelled you to like want to do it?
Well, I've always been health-based. Like that's what I want to pursue later on for my career when I get out of high school. And we have a health class at C-Tech, and it's only 2 classes. I took the entry class my freshman year, and then I got moved up to advanced and I took that, and there's no more placements to that. And HOSA has been a worldwide program that's been around for a couple years, about 10-ish. And 2 years ago, we got the opportunity to bring HOSA to Taft and start up our own HOSA program, our Taft chapter. So it was me and Stephanie that kind of brought that to life, and now it's pretty big. So yeah.
Yeah. So, and like with the activities, like was there any like specific like kind of organization that felt like it helped you yourself like develop more as a person, like give you like kind of a set of skills?
Okay. So human element for sure, getting out there. I would say ASB is more speaking and just like embarrassing yourself and not caring. And then HOSA for sure is a lot of hands-on. So if you mess up, it's not like everybody's gonna be like, oh my God, he messed up. Like, no. They're all there to help you out. And it's just more a program to get you prepared for real life stuff.
Like
that's
there's no
gonna happen.
judging really
Yeah,
inside of
there's
that.
really no judging. If you're doing something wrong, they'll help you correct it, but they'll let you mainly focus on like you doing it by yourself. So you can figure out like, how do I do this and how do I do it properly without going against HIPAA and all that. So yeah.
Yeah. Out of all the peers you've sort of met, like within that and just like schools in general, like who do you think has had like the biggest impact on you?
I would
Like
say
like left a mark.
there's definitely a handful. So definitely Matt Davis. He pushed me to my limits in and out of school at practice. He definitely like, you could do this. Like, don't care what other people say or what you think your limits are. Push, just keep pushing. So definitely Matt Davis. I would say Miss Coda. Every morning she'd be like, good morning, just like brighten up the day if I was having a bad day or something. And yeah, that's about it.
So, like we know that you've been through kind of like mostly through a lot of schools. You've been kind of around a lot. Especially during COVID, like was there any like kind of impacts or like was there really any problem that COVID made?
Well, yeah, first we were all online, so there's no like face-to-face conversations like we're having now. It was all digital, and a lot of the times it was very boring. It made me not want to go to school or anything like that because I just stared at a screen all day.
I'm gonna remember this right now. I remember when we had PE. That was not a good experience. They just made us have our cameras on and just like
That's
work out the entire
crazy.
time.
Yeah, no,
I did not like that.
I skipped out on PE. I just told my internet wasn't working.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did not. Like I did not do much like during COVID because it was just like everyone was tired, if that made sense, and just being indoors.
Exactly.
It kind of weighs you down as a person, really. So
Definitely.
how do I say this? Coming into like the new freshmen incoming and so on, and just the people now, like for the other players on like baseball and so on, like and just I guess like people in general as a whole, like do you have anything to kind of say to them for like just encouragement or so on, or just like anything to say like that you feel like now would be good advice for them, if that makes sense? So like incoming freshmen,
Yeah. I would definitely say be determined, don't procrastinate, do your work, get that turned in. That's very important. Push yourself to your limits and don't care what other people think because in the long run, it's your life. So might as well enjoy it. Yeah.
So that's lovely, actually. That's
Thank you.
That's actually really good. So organizations, like aside from being the bulletin, did you have anything else like that you did? Like, were you like a treasurer or anything?
Yeah, so I'm treasurer in a couple clubs. Interact Club, HOSA, I'm also treasurer. ASB, head of bulletin. I kind of help with treasurer, but not really. And then there's a mental health awareness club. I'm also treasurer. So yeah, I've definitely been involved with a couple of clubs, especially on the outside aspect of them. So yeah.
So as you said right now, like how you want to like pursue health and all that, like what do you like? Do you have like a sure plan on like what you want to do outside of high school?
Yeah, so throughout high school, I've been trying to remain A through G and just taking all the courses that I need to so that I'm eligible for that. And at first I was planning to go to TCBC for a couple years to get my AA and then transfer from there to a university and hopefully get my bachelor's, which then I could go to a medical school. But after doing some more research, and Stacy from the healthcare department, HOSA advisor, she kind of like reached out to a lot of her friends that are also medical based, and there's a college, SJVC or Carrington College, that does a 19th month course, and I've always wanted to be like I don't know if you've ever seen Grey's Anatomy. I've watched it
seen
like
it.
a couple times, and I was like, that's so cool. Like, I want to be in the emergency room, like part of that. And I was like, okay, what best way to push myself to the top, you know, and be a surgeon. So that's what I wanted to do for the longest time. And then I'm slowly going there. So I'm planning to go to SJVC Carrington College for a 19th month surgical tech course. And once I graduate
You
from
have
there,
yourself planned out. I just want to say that right now. Like, you
thank
have
you.
this like way planned out.
Yeah, thank you, thank you. I've been trying to
If anything, that's
structure
impressive.
everything.
Yeah, I could never structure myself like that.
It's very hard. I mean, since I was in 7th grade, I've kind of always had
Like
an
a
idea.
mindset.
Yeah, like, oh, I want to be in medical. I want to be in medical. So I've kind of stuck with it, and it's definitely helped strategize everything.
Yeah,
you could say.
Me, I just can't decide. I've
Yeah.
just been juggling like the ideas around. Yeah.
Yeah. So I plan to surgical tech, and then from there, I'm gonna bridge off to a university to get my bachelor's, and then go to medical school, and then I could specialize in surgery from there. So it'll take a couple years, but it's gonna work.
That's sick.
Yeah.
So aside from just all the organizations, all that, I don't want to really just bore you out of your mind with that. Like, do you have any like particular like favorite movies, like genres?
Ooh, sci-fi. Sci-fi's peak.
Have you
Yeah,
seen,
I'd say sci-fi.
Have you seen Interstellar?
Interstellar, yeah, I love Interstellar. W movie.
So
Y'all need to watch it if you haven't seen it.
Do you have any like favorite movies like top of your mind?
I don't know if this is considered sci-fi, but it's an old school movie. It's called The Goonies. It's a W
I've
movie.
heard of it, yeah.
Yeah, I like that
I think
movie.
everyone knows The Goonies, maybe.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You guys all know The Goonies? Peak. Okay, yeah. That's definitely one of my favorite movies. And then like animated Home. Movie Home. It's pretty good.
Any favorite shows?
Law and Order. Grey's Anatomy.
Are you just kind of like a guy that just like watches whatever like, your
Yeah, I'm
parents are
like one of
watching?
those like a tablet kid, you could say. Like every time I'm eating, I have to just watch something, so I just click on whatever's there, and yeah, so I kind of watch about everything.
Yeah, me, I just binge things, man. I don't like. I do have like a mind. Like I know what I want to watch, but then again, it's just like I don't really care too much. So,
I feel you.
what like activities have you really done, like school-wise and just in general that you feel like proud of? Like, what achievements have you made?
Definitely the community service part. I like helping others, and that's kind of why I'm going into healthcare too. But I'm not there yet, so with all the clubs that I'm involved in, we do a lot of community service hours outside of school and in school, where we do booths to encourage people to join or just give support. We did like a biscuit and gravy drive, so that was pretty cool. We did a blood drive recently with the Interact Club, which can help a lot of people. And then, yeah, so it's just mostly community service.
And that's good. Honestly, senior year, I'm gonna have to do a lot of community service.
Yeah.
Not to say that I don't want to do it, but it's just like you know.
Right.
So going into like peers and so on, like and just like friends, family in general, how do you think they like would describe you or like kind of think of you in that sense?
Stubborn. Definitely stubborn, because I like to, not that I want to get my way, but I'm very pushy when I don't get it. And it's not like I'm trying to, I like to be put in the best position that I can. And if I'm not, I start to stress out. So that's where the stubborn part comes in. So,
Like you want to feel like secure.
exactly. Yeah.
Because I'm gonna say this now. I've heard a lot of people say like nothing but good about you.
Well,
I've heard a lot of good
to know.
things.
Good to
So,
know.
like from working with all those organizations and so on, like was there any like field trips that you've done that are like really fun?
Ooh, we in Interact Club, we took a zoo trip. That was pretty cool. We just got to hang around and go about the zoo. And we're also planning to go to Six Flags recently. But oh, and HOSA, we went to State. It's not really considered a field trip, but it kind of is. We leave during the school week for 4 days. We rent out hotels with like a group of 40 of us, and we get to just basically take these classes, like hands-on experience with real life doctors and stuff. So other than that, it's been pretty cool.
So especially with like kind of just seeing the doctor stuff from the field trip, like does that inspire you more?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's like I want to be in their position to where they can have, like they have the degrees and all the experience, and I just can't wait to get there. So yeah.
That's good on you. So, kind of like going from school, was there like any real subject that you had like a favorite on? Like, did you, like, aside from like human element, like, was there like a favorite subject?
It was math. It was math, but senior years kind of switched that around. I don't know if I enjoy math as much.
What do you do?
Well, right now I'm in math analysis, and let's say, yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best, but we have a good teacher, so she's been helping me out.
I heard math analysis. And I was like,
Yeah. Wish you luck.
yeah, well, especially finals.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, don't remind me.
So going back to clubs and so on, and just like sports, like,
Mhm.
did you have any like kind of like, did you have any really good memories from that? Like, really?
Ooh, yeah. So, baseball, there's a lot of memories. Just the connections. Every day we're out there. Every day we're all hoping to push ourselves to the best position to where we could be played during a game to show our family members how we do, the community. And we took like a Fowler trip, and I got to participate in that. And that's like a yearly tournament that we do every year. And yeah, we all like just hang out at the hotel. We do a lot of team bonding activities. Last year we went golfing. I can't remember what else we did, but yeah, it was like golfing and then just like a lot of video games the night before a game, staying up late and then going out and then winning tournament games. So it was pretty fun.
So I know that you've said that you're like you want to make sure yourself like you yourself are secure so that you don't really stress out. Like, is there any other fears that you have really? Like, do you have like fears in general?
Not really. I kind of just go on about it. I always say like you only live once, YOLO. So might as
Yeah.
well do it. Try it
Not
all.
scared of anything?
Yeah.
That's good on you.
Yeah.
Dude,
Finals. That's the only thing I'm scared of. Yeah.
dude, oh my God, finals? Yeah. I don't want to think about that.
Yeah, no.
So,
It's been fun.
especially now, given it's your senior year and eventually you'll be graduating, what do you think you'll miss really from just like the community, like just Taft and just like the school, obviously?
I would say the support on how everyone is like, everyone here at Taft just wants the best for you. And once you leave Taft, it's kind of just you're on your own and there's not really as much opportunities as Taft gives you. So that's what I would miss.
Yeah, and especially with high school, like, because obviously, you know, you're kind of new a little bit to Taft. Like along the way, because I imagine you've made a lot of friends. Who have like you been like the closest with? Who's like really been with you?
Here at Taft,
Yeah.
I would say,
No, hey, like outside of Taft too. You know what I mean? Just
yeah.
like in general.
I mean, I have a couple friends that I reach out to that I used to go to school with like growing up, but since we moved and we go to different schools, we don't really talk as much. I'd say here at Taft, I don't know, there's a handful of students. My freshman year, so yeah, Miley's one of them. She's behind, yeah, Miley. Heaven is one. Brody Parker, I've known him since my freshman year. So yeah, there's just been a handful of students that kind of just came into my life freshman year, and from there on, we've just been hanging out and going throughout this year. So yeah.
What do you think you'll like miss when you graduate?
In what terms?
Just anything. Like,
Just
do you
anything
think
in
you'll
general.
miss like human element a lot, like your friends?
Oh yeah, I definitely miss seeing everybody because I'm a very loud person. I like to interact with a lot of people, and I kind of like built like a schedule where I see like certain people on certain days, and yeah, so I'll definitely miss that. I'll miss the people here. I'll miss the clubs, the activities, but yeah.
So, obviously, you've spoken about like wanting to like you've planned ahead and wanted to really like get into like becoming kind of like in the medical area of things. Like, what do you think you'll be most excited about once you're there?
The experience, just helping people. To be honest, I'm very big on treating other people the way you want to be treated. I've kind of always followed that, so I'll hopefully by then, if I get that position, that opportunity, I'll be glad to just be able to help other people.
So, going from memories too, especially because we just spoke on that like seconds ago.
Yeah.
What do you think what is the best memory you've had of just like friends, like anything? What's the best memory you've had?
Okay, that's a good one. I was at a baseball game, and it was my buddy Matt Morris's birthday. We won that game, and like I'll say, just being a part of a big win, you could say, and we got to like dump a huge jug of water on him. It was pretty fun. So that's definitely one of my top memories.
Like dumping the huge
Yeah,
like Gatorade
yeah, we
things?
just dumped the whole Gatorade on him. He loved it. It was freezing outside, but it's okay.
I can imagine how that felt.
Yeah, it was glad it wasn't me, but yeah.
So from like high school, like who do you think has like meant like who do you think has like because going from like teachers that have done like an impact on you, like what do you think like what teacher has made like the learning in general like not like boring in any way, but just kind of like actually entertaining, like you're invested in it, like not towards boring.
Okay. Miss Long, I have her. I've heard a lot of good things about Miss Long. I have her this year. Um, she's definitely she's a fun teacher. She likes to have fun, but she likes to stay on topic as well. She's very strict, and I appreciate that because she stays in track. Another teacher, I would say Nuno and Mrs. Orsonia. Same goes for them. They're very fun. They're very interactive. They don't want class to just be boring. Like, oh, here's a lecture today, and here's this. No, they like to interact and get to know you. So, yeah.
So obviously you have yourself very set up after high school, especially. Like, what do you think will be like your next big step like right away?
Hopefully getting into college, and from there, just getting good grades so that I could graduate with a decent grade. And yeah, that's my next big step. I just hope to succeed later on. But yeah.
So going into school once more, it's a little bit of a
No,
weird
you're all good.
question. If you could change one thing about school lunches, what would it be?
School lunch?
I would change a lot, that's for sure.
I would say nothing more about the food. I would just say the line. The line to get the lunch is ridiculous. It's pretty
I
long.
feel like that's a huge thing because like you'll spend all period trying to get your lunch, and then
Exactly.
eventually, I mean, there's some like teachers that have exceptions, like
Mm-hmm.
Posey and so on, that like let you have your lunch in like class, or they'll let you eat it outside. But it's like, then again,
Yeah.
you have no time to eat. So
Yeah,
I feel like that's
I agree.
that's why I just bring lunches.
Yeah, that's what I say. Or just go out to lunch.
So going into, because I know you're very like in depth with wanting to help and so on. What do you think like has been like a really big life lesson for you that you kind of like had to learn the hard way?
Procrastinating. I like to just do my own thing. Like I said, I take my own speed, and I try not to rush a lot of things.
Just go at your own pace.
Yeah,
really.
just go at my own pace, and that has been challenging to fix, you could say, when it goes to finals or completing an assignment or uploading a video, or in general just getting up for school on time. Like I like to sleep in too, so that's another thing. Because I stay up late and I just like watch movies or study, and then so yeah.
I, that's the thing. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on to, or for seeing the show, and thank you once more, Juan.
Of course, thank you for
And
having me.
thank you for watching this episode of Taft Heritage Show.